Okay, I got some needle nose pliers. I got a little flat screwdriver. If you only had a flat screwdriver, let's see what happens here. And I don't think I want to pry on that. Okay, let's see here if I can get this. Ugh. I wonder what the trick is to that. Jeez. How am I going to get that out of there? Okay. Let's use a pair of regular pliers. Maybe I can grab it and jerk on it. Uh-oh. Boy. I don't know if there's a trick to that or not. Now it's probably going to leak worse if I can't get it out. You know what I mean? Might have to make a call. Shoot. I've got to get that out. I could just put the new top on there and see what happens, but I got the backing. I got that back piece too, and man. And I'd like to get it. I can't. It's not coming. She just hate that. That's why it's like, well, that's why I don't do plumbing. Joe's telling me it's easy, and now look at him, he can't even get it out. I'm only prying on this because I've got a new one. I don't know if I have to chisel it out. What the heck? What the heck I have to do with it? Oi. Man. I asked the guy who gave me that other part, I said, is there any trick? Well, he didn't really say, he just said you gotta pull that out. You know? Might have to gouge a screwdriver up in there and then pry on that or something. Good grief. See how long that is? I've got to pull that out. And you know what? You know what? I'm just looking at something. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Okay, see that right there? There's a ring. There's that copper ring around this. And see there's a screw there, there, and there. And I think that whole thing pulls out. And I shouldn't have to worry about the water coming out because I have it shut off. Right? Look at that. I believe that whole thing comes out. Because see this here? Look. You look at your project here and see there's like a washer, you know, a built-in washer, something, backing plate on there. So no wonder I couldn't pull it out. Because I have to undo those 3 screws. Wow. I was getting a little frantic there for a minute. You know, there's a tip for you. Okay, to look at things. Now see this hole here? Last thing I want to do is drop the screw down in the wall. And I don't know how long these screws are. There's a tip. You get worked up about something, stand back, take a breath, look at it more closely, okay? See that screw? Had I not been careful, that could have dropped right down inside the wall. Then, it wouldn't be a life or death. You can get little screws, so you could take one of these other screws, go to the hardware store, and they have specialty screws. Did you know that? Most hardware stores do. You just have to ask them, and they might be in trays that you never even knew they had. And then you can match up your screws and stuff. Man, I almost feel like I should put some masking tape down there or something. Okay, now before I check it all out, I got 2 top screws, the bottom screw. I think that's pretty simple to understand. Okay. Man. All right, please don't drop this screw in the wall. Last time I did something, if you've been watching, I fixed a ceiling fan. And, okay, there. I fixed a ceiling fan. I dropped one of the little screws on the floor. It took me forever to find it. Okay, so far so good. I know what's going on there. That hole is facing up. Okay, now, what do you think? Think we can pull it out? Let's try it again. I would hate to even imagine how much a plumber would charge you to replace this. $250 maybe? I don't, all you have to do is pay for the parts. The main thing is getting the right part, you know, for your job, let's say. It feels like it's still stuck to a certain extent, but I'm moving it and it should go. I mean, granted, it's been in there for 10 years and it's got an edge on it. See, there's a rubber gasket, and my guess is it might be hitting something like this as it's being pulled out. It's got waterlogged. It might have expanded a little bit. Who knows? Come on. The heck? I think it's just a matter of continuing to work on it here. Get my bad boy pliers in here. See, they're too big. I do have some vice grips. I could grab it, you know, and maybe pull it out that way. I keep thinking water's gonna squirt in my face when I do it, but I should be smarter than that, you know? Okay, all right, I'm twisting it to the right and the left. Now I'm pulling and twisting at the same time. I guess that's might be the trick. Got a little water drippage coming out of there. That's probably normal. Okay. Well, it's coming. It's coming. Come on, Joe. Did you eat your Wheaties this morning? I'm getting all sweaty. Because I'm getting tense. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm twisting it and pulling. Wow. Look at that. There it comes. Man, it's hard. It's hard. But it's coming. Just have to remember. Hopefully I think it'll slide in pretty easy. Boy, I feel weak. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Ooh. You got some little rubber washers on the back. I mean, it could have been leaking anywhere. Anywhere it could have been leaking. And see, there's the inside right there. There's your water fills, okay? One obviously to the right is the cold, the one to the left is the hot. Okay? Wow, we're doing it. Okay, now this has some little screws on it. See right here? I think they're all tight. It came this way, so I don't want to. I'm just testing them. You know, last thing you want is for one of these to be really super loose. And mind you, it's just threaded into plastic. Well, it's got a nut on the back side, but I don't want to break it or anything. It's snug, and this has just a little bit of a wobble, and the other one had that same thing. Okay, so this should slide straight in. I've got the hole up. Okay, and I'm gonna have to line it up. Man, that could be tricky in itself, because if I don't get it perfect, and if I have to slide it, I may have to grab it and kind of tweak it, because I'll know exactly where it is, you know, when this fits back on here, like that, and the screws are lined up, right? So Okay, good. It's going easy now. It's going easy. Okay. Now I gotta just fit it in the hole. Because those rubber gaskets aren't fitting in there, and sure enough, there it went. Right to there. Now I'm not gonna leave that sit on there. I don't want it to fall down there. Granted, there's only a little bit, see there? That's because there's thin set on the back side of this. They put a big thick layer of thin set on there because I got about a 3/8 to half inch gap right there. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna go ahead and put the screw in it. Okay, I know there are top 2 screws there, 1 there. Got it lined up that way. Now I'm gonna hold on to this and put it up in there. Before I clamp it down, I'm just gonna start the screws in case I have to slide it around into position, but it looks to be where it's supposed to go. Okay, looks like it's going. Man, wow, I was sweating this for a minute. The hardest part to a project is the unknown. And if you never try something, you're never going to know if you can do it, right? Because guess what? There's more condos around here with more showers that if they leak, I can do this again. And I can charge a plumber's price or a little bit less than a plumber's price and fix it. Okay. Just snugging this up. Not over tight. That looks good. So far, so good, huh?